Four people lost their lives today in the Channel at 3 o'clock this morning. They lost their lives because there is no alternative safe route to this country. There is a scant supply of visa centres around Europe, in France, in countries bordering Europe. And we know people are seeking refuge in our country, and they're having to cross the Channel in order to do so, as Suella confirmed on the 23rd of November. And whatever the rhetoric about making people who cross the Channel ineligible to stay in this country, whatever that rhetoric, whatever that sloganizing may be, it's defying the agreement that we helped to make in 1951, the agreement that we are still signatories to. It's defying the whole principle of offering asylum to people who need it. These people often have lived in dreadful conditions, have suffered appallingly, and are coming to us for help in the only way that they know is possible. As indeed Suella Braverman has demonstrated and confirmed on the 23rd of November. And meanwhile she has sloganized and postured and made frankly racist comments, suggesting that the only people who are coming across the Channel are Albanians quick to make a buck. It's simply not true. And it's equally not true that the Albanians are all malicious, that we have an invasion. That alone is racist and unforgivable. This is an appalling ministry led by an appalling minister. If you thought Priti Patel was bad, Suella Braverman is worse. And a ministry spokesperson has expressed sorrow for those people who have died and for the families of those people. Suella Braverman has not quite managed that, because I don't think she actually knows how to project the idea that she has a heart. I'm sure she does. It just needs finding, locating, and she needs to express basic humanity. And if that is disappearing, then frankly, she needs to quit. Because the principle behind asylum is an expression of humanity. This isn't some sort of woke trope. This is basic humanity. And we are failing as a country if we do not manage to do this. People shouldn't have to cross the Channel in order to claim asylum. There should be other routes. We've had plenty of time to set this up. We were relying on Europe to do this when we were in Europe. Having left Europe, we should have had all this in place, but we didn't, because we were obsessing with other things. We were being greedy about the huge amount of money that we could then invest in the NHS. What has happened to that? It hasn't happened. This is why the nurses and doctors are on strike. This is why the NHS is in a mess. We made promises based on a fantasy. I have yet to hear from anybody of the achievements, the opportunities that Brexit has brought. It is up to this government to provide those, to demonstrate those. Instead, it's deflecting attention. It's offering a nonsense by talking again about migrants crossing the Channel. They're only crossing the Channel because that is the only way to claim asylum. It is wrong. And now Suella Braverman has blood on her hands, and not for the first time. It is time she was sacked and somebody with humanity was placed in that position. I have not really been at the point where I would say I'm appalled until today, but I am appalled. This is there in the same sense as the pushbacks from Greece, which have led directly to death. This is blood on our hands. And I hope somebody takes note, and I hope somebody is ready with some sort of legal response. And I hope somebody recognises the moral depravity into which we have sunk. And, I'm sure there will be comments about invasion and about migrants and about illegal immigrants and economic migrants and all this rubbish. The fact is, 4 people have died. Do remember that before you leave your comments. But I do welcome comments.